I think this might be too many inserts. In this week's video, we're going to be looking at the Stanley ProStack system. So we've picked up one of their shallow drawer boxes, the deep drawer box. We've also got one of these standard height toolboxes, and we've got one of their deep boxes. So we've already organised a couple of these with some of our shadow foam inserts. We didn't want to spend the whole video cutting foam, so we've actually already made an insert for this one. Now these inserts come in packs of 2, twin packs in 6 colours. In here we've used a 50mm yellow insert, and we've got a combi drill, battery, and a few accessories. So obviously these layouts can be tailored to exactly what you want. And these inserts slot straight into these ProStack boxes. And obviously this ProStack range is compatible with the T-Stack range, so the inserts are compatible with both styles. With the drawer unit, we've already done these shallow drawers, and these shallow drawers are perfect for hand tools. So this is a 30mm drawer. Well, it's about 35mm, 40mm deep, the drawer, and we sell 30mm inserts, again, in 6 colours. So in this one, we've got some VDE insulated hand tools, and then in this one, we've got some specialist crimping tools. And having that foam, along with the FingerPulls, means that you can have a really clear view of when something's missing, and all your items are protected and organised. But the one drawer we haven't done is this bottom drawer. So these deep drawers come with these little like cubbies, but we can take all of these out and we can actually replace them without having to adapt or alter the drawer at all. We can slot in one of our shadow foam inserts, and we've got them on our website on next day shipping, and we've got a bunch of offers on there for bulk buying them, or if you spend over a certain amount you can get a free cutting pack, and those drawers just slot straight inside there. So in that drawer, we're going to be cutting in a torch and a few other accessories. But then the big challenge of today's video is we're going to stack about 3 or maybe even 4 inserts in this box. We're going to show you how to make the most of these awkward deep boxes. Because unless you're putting something like a circular saw in it, or maybe a big tall SDS drill, usually you end up with a lot of space loss. You know, you have stuff sat in the bottom, but you've got a big cavity to fill. So we're going to actually layer this up today and show you how to get the most amount of tools into one of these boxes. So let's get started. Okay, so in this drawer, this is going with that top box which had the combi drill, and it already had a couple of batteries and a charger. So in this drawer, the only thing we need to get in there for the chap who's going to be using this is we've got an LED torch, the DeWalt torch with a battery in it. We've got a spare battery. We also need to get in a set of bits for the impact driver that's also part of this kit, and then we've also got this small little Bosch screwdriver as well. So it's quite a tailored insert, this, which is the beauty of shadow foam. You can slot whatever tools, whatever you want. You can tailor these inserts exactly how you need them. So we've got to kind of just figure out a quick layout here where everything fits nicely. And basically we're looking to have a good 10 to 12mm around each item. There you go, perfect. I'm happy with that layout. We've got a nice spacing around all the inserts. So we'll just cut this drawer quickly. So the first thing to do when you're cutting a liner like this is to get some anti-cut gloves on. Now these come as part of our cutting kits, and they come with a scalpel, 5 blades, a sticker sheet, gloves, and some repair glue. So everything you're going to need to cut these inserts. So you put your gloves on, you get your scalpel, and after you've kind of set up your layout and you're happy with it, you might want to take a photo depending on how many items you've got. But all you want to do is lightly press down on your first item and just trace cut around the item. Now, because this is a deep drawer, we do have clearance above the items, so they don't have to sit flush in the foam. They can stand proud, which helps us with some of the items because we might not need finger pulls. If we can comfortably grip the top of the item, we won't need to factor in finger pulls, but we will have to just play that by ear a little bit. Obviously in this insert here, we've gone for a full black colour, but we do sell these inserts in blue, red, green, yellow, black and orange. So we've got a full roster of 6 colours. And obviously all the other inserts we did in the brand colour yellow. We thought we'd change it up with this insert and do one in the black. So once you've cut all the way around the item and you've cut down deep enough, you then just push your fingers, starting at one side, and you just pull the foam up towards you, and you just follow that peel close, holding close to the foam where it's tearing. You don't want to hold it one end and peel it back, you're just following it along. And we'll peel another layer out there. So we've cut down into the foam about 30 or 40 mil there, and we're peeling out about 20, 25 mil. Just so this item there doesn't sit flat down, and we want it to stand proud so we can get it out. And that's perfect. We've just got it it's about halfway in the foam there, and obviously it's got this little belt clip on which you want to leave on the back, so that's holding it about 15 mil out the foam, which is perfect to be able to grab it. Next we'll do the torch. Back on with the gloves. Okay, so that's that drawer finished. We followed the exact same steps with the other items as we did with this first bit set. The only thing that we did differently really was when we got to an item like this torch, where the battery stands a bit prouder than the actual like body itself. We did cut down a little bit deeper just to make sure that this sits nice and square in the foam. But with all of this, we don't really need finger pulls, do we? I think we could probably stand to have a finger pull around this little screwdriver here, just to kind of make it easier to get that out. So what I'll do is, I'll get our stencil set. So this stencil set, we use it quite often. It's on our website. We have three pieces, 3 parts, 3 stencils. We've got a radius gauge. This is for when you do something like a flight case and you've got a radiused corner. You can use this to make sure you can cut the radiuses in nice and easily. And then we've got 2 circle guides, a small one and a large one. So for this, because we've got a fair bit of space, we're gonna go for a 44 mil finger pull. I'll just put the gloves on. And I think the battery, the bit holder and the torch all lift out no problem. But this little screwdriver thing does sit a little bit deeper in the foam, so we'll cut a finger pull there just to make sure it comes out nice and easy. Smash it. So that wraps up the Stanley drawer unit. Now we'll move on to the deep toolbox. Now this box we have inserts for as well, and these inserts slot straight inside these cases. And we sell these, as I said, in twin packs, so 2 50mm inserts is $24.99. And in this box we can actually fit about 5 liners in a stack. Now I don't think we're going to put 5 liners in it because we're going to have some deeper tools on the top that are going to stand proud. But these toolboxes can present a bit of a challenge because unless you're putting maybe a circular saw as a good example, that kind of would have a fair bit of height to it and that would fit in this box. But if you're putting other tools in here, either you pile them up and then it's hard to find anything, or you end up having them sat in the bottom with a huge cavity just empty. So having a stack of inserts in this box will help you organise a lot more tools and get a lot more value out of these boxes. So that's what we're going to do today. And fortunately, we actually already have a couple of inserts pre-cut. We've got a multi-tool liner. So this is a DeWalt multi-tool, 2 batteries and a battery charger. So we're going to end up having that on the top. We've also got a 30mm T-stack liner, which we've done with all of the multi-tool attachments. We've got the multi-tool like nozzle head, tape measure, walkie-talkies. We've got a few different accessories in there. So that's 2 stacks already. And in the bottom, we're going to go with some measurement equipment. So we've already got this stuff prepared here. We're going to cut in. We've got a Mega, an Ethernet tester. We've got some other, got a flute temperature gauge. These are all like measurement equipment. Now this tool setup is used by a data engineer. So these little bits of equipment are all handy to have with you, but not necessarily going to be used a great deal, or not very often, but they're nice to have. So we can slot all of these in this liner and it can sit in the bottom. And we've got 2 more layers, and we might, if we're lucky, be able to squeeze another layer in there and get another set of tools in. So let's get started cutting this one first, and then we'll see what space is left. So we finished that liner off and everything's sat nice and flush down, so we can have another liner sat on top of it, which is going to be great. So we've got 3 in a stack there, which is definitely leaving us space for another liner, which is fantastic. But with the items sat flush in the foam, we're definitely going to struggle to get them out, so we do need finger pulls. But for this, we're just going to use a ruler. Rather than using circles like we did before, we're just going to pick out 2 items like these 2 here, and we're going to use a 25mm ruler, and we're going to cut straight across. And then we'll do the exact same here for this mega and this other little gauge. Cut straight across there. And we'll do the same. That means they're all going to match. We can get them all out nice and easy. And then we're just going to cut that line down right to the bottom of where we've peeled, so we can definitely get our fingers down deep enough into the insert. Once we've done that, we can just pull them all out. Right, let's move that out of the way, and then we'll put all of these layers into the box, which is here. Right, so we're going to go for the 50mm measurement tools as the base layer, because these are the least used out of all the items that we're including here today. So we'll tuck them right out the way. They sit, that liner there sits right snug on the bottom, and it gives us a nice flat surface for our second layer, which is the multi-tool accessories. We've also got the walkie-talkies. Now these shadow foam is quite a rigid foam, so you can actually use it without a backer and it works as perfectly as a tray. And with these little side slots, you can get it in and out nice and easy. Now obviously, if you had heavier tools in this mid layer, you may want to have a backer board. And we have used in the past Correx board or some acrylic, or dye bond is an aluminium back like plastic, which is also great for something like this. So essentially what you do is you can use the insert as a template, draw it out on a piece of dye bond, and then obviously you can use the jigsaw then to cut out a little tray to then glue onto these foam inserts. But for our needs, this little mid layer here, there's no weight in it at all, and it lifts out nice and easy. If I get it from both sides, it lifts out nice and easy, and obviously the base layer will never have to lift out. So we'll put that in there. So that's a 50mm insert in the bottom, a 30mm insert on top. We've still got loads of room, so we'll put the multi-tool liner in, which fits nice, and we've still got a good 100mm there, so we have got another liner. Now this one has, obviously we've got the multi-tool standing proud, so realistically, if I was to do this as an efficient toolkit, I'd probably put that in a deeper liner, maybe go for 2 50mm glued together. But just for demonstration purposes, if I put another 50mm layer there, that's 4 layers with the lid still closing comfortably. And we've got a lot of tools in there, and that's a nice organised toolbox. And whenever we want anything, obviously we can lift out the layers as and when we need them. And they just lift out all the way down to that base layer. So I'm really happy with that. So that is how you cut shadow foam inserts for the Stanley ProStack system. Whether it's the drawers, which we obviously, we cut a drawer today, we did the torch and the battery and everything, or whether you're cutting the inserts for the full-size boxes, and if you're going to be stacking them. I mean, we'd love to see what you've done with your Stanley ProStack system. We'd love to see your pictures or any other toolboxes. You can head over to Instagram, tag us over there, make sure you hashtag shadowfoam. We're always sharing our customers' creations, and we love to see what you've been doing. And if you like this video, we do videos like this every single week, so make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time. I'll do, won't it? Got a few different.